Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And I'm here with Reverend Dr. Kathianne Lewis from the Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle, Washington. And we're talking about spirituality, spiritual wellness. And Reverend Kathianne and I have talked a little bit about the awareness and having spirituality inspire you to be more of yourself. And Kathianne, I'm going to go into a little talk that I heard you make 20 years ago.
Okay.
Probably. And it was about miracles. And I remember something to the fact that there are miracles in every moment, wherever you look, wherever it is. And you talked about miracles becoming not the rare thing that happens, but the awesome normality of everyday life. And I remember that term and I thought, wow. And when you become aware of it, and it's amazing the miracles that are in your midst, even keeping your mind open to say, I know I can find, an answer to this or whatever. And then the answers appear. That's the thing that's so cool. So would you speak a little bit to our audience, a little bit about miracles and everyday awesome normalities?
Well, I'm really a miracle junkie.
I love it.
Because I don't want to have, as I said, a secondhand God. And I also don't want to have the miracle that happened a long time ago. I think we've all had miracles. Yeah. I mean, most people have had something that was out of the ordinary that they couldn't even imagine how it happened, but it did. Mm-hmm. And then we live off of that. Like, oh, there was a time that I got in a car wreck and I wasn't hurt. And that was a miracle. Well, that was 15 years ago.
Right.
And I used to do that myself. I did. Mm-hmm. Because in my teens and 20s, that so much happened that if I could get out of it, it had to have been a miracle. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, why would I live off of that old stuff? That's like living off of old crusty bread, even though it was good bread at the time. So I want what I would say from the Old Testament is manna, because God supported the people day by day. So I want my own manna every day. I want a miracle every day.
I love it.
I want to feel God, see God, have evidence of God in my life every day. And so it's either it could be a small thing, like I can't find this and there it is, or I'm never going to I'm not going to make my connection because it's so tight and I have to go through customs and then security. And I thought I won't make it. I did. I was the last person on the plane, but I made it. I mean, everything can be a miracle. Mm-hmm. There's this beautiful song people could listen to, which is Everything's a Miracle Now. And then there's A Million Little Miracles. Both of those are probably on YouTube. And if we start assuming that spirit works in our life, we will start seeing all this synchronicity that happens, and we'll feel that connection again. It'll be real. I'm cared for. I'm loved. God knows where I am and what I'm facing, and it's helping me through it. That helps us feel mm-hmm. so confident when we lay down our bodies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because if God's real in this day and this day and this day, it's going to be real on that day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's going to make something so much easier because of the faith we've developed by turning to God for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's really true in anything in life. I mean, being self-employed, right? I have to trust that every single day waking up, I know that the world, God, the universe, whatever you call it, is going to support me. And I have made it. And sometimes my husband looks at me like, well, are the bills going to get paid this month? And it's like, just trust it's going to be fine. And, it does. It always is, because that's the thing I think that is so important, I think, for all of us, and that we can do that we can be aware. So Kathianne, what are some tips that you have? We have about 1 minute left on how to recognize those miracles.
Well, first start looking for them.
Okay.
Look for them. I think there was an old phrase that used to be on bumper stickers: look for the good and praise it. Well,
Yeah.
so look, pay attention. Wow, that turned out well. That turned out well. That turned out well. And then say thank you.
Yeah.
God doesn't need our thanks, but we need to say thank you.
Yes.
God doesn't.
Yes.
God's not petty, but we need to, for ourselves, we need to recognize it, be grateful for it, and expect more. Because some people have a miracle ratio, a very small miracle.
Perfect. And Kathianne and I will be right back right after this. We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.